Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a Q&A. I asked you guys on Instagram to leave your questions baby related or not. A lot of them were still baby related. So I'm glad you guys are curious about little Jackson and all of the good stuff coming our way. Now, as per usual, I do have some videos that I already have filmed, like a Q&A and a first trimester recap. So if I don't answer your question, it's probably because I've answered it before, so I'll make sure to link those down in the description box below. And if my answer is ever like updated, I will definitely re-answer the question, just in case you are wondering. Let's get into the questions. Where did you get those color smoke things for your announcement? We ordered them from eBay, I believe. Matt did it. They are from the brand Enola Gay. It is like a paintball company, and they're cool burning colored smoke grenades, so you don't need to light them or anything like that, and you don't have to really worry about like getting burnt because it's cool burning. But yeah, we chose those because we heard awesome reviews about them all over the interwebs. How long after baby Jackson do you plan on having another baby? Ideally, I would like our kids like 2 years apart, but you know, you never know what the future holds. You never know what can happen, but that is kind of our plan. Ideally, that is what we would like. What is baby Jackson's room / baby shower theme? We do not have a theme for either. I'm not a huge theme person. I get tired of things easily. I just like things simple and classic. And yeah, so right now his nursery is just white, gray with some golds, and we're trying to figure out what direction we want to go as far as color and all of that. But there's not going to be a theme for his nursery. As for my baby shower, not really sure. Probably not though. If the baby would have been a girl, what would you have named her? We got a lot of questions about this, and that is something we are going to save for if and when we do have a baby girl. But we do have our girl's name picked out. Are you and Matt on the same page on how you want to bring up your kids? Definitely. That is something that is important to have in a partner, especially when raising a child, is to have the same values and same opinions and same ideas as far as how you want your child to be raised, or really anything major within the relationship. But yeah, Matt and I have always been very open about how we would want to raise our kids, even long before I was pregnant, and we are on the same page. So we are good in that department. What part, if any, of your beauty regimen had to change for pregnancy, like getting your nails done, changing your hair, face products, and all of that stuff? So I haven't gotten my nails done in a long time now, probably like over a year, maybe over 2 years. It's been a while since I've done acrylic or anything like that. And my nails are so strong and healthy just from pregnancy that I don't need to really get them done at all. Like, I'm just cool with them being au natural. As for my hair, I did not get my hair dyed in the first trimester whatsoever. I waited until the second trimester, and even then we just kind of worked on my roots. My friend and hairstylist Lindsay works her magic amazingly all the time. But yeah, I get grays a lot, so roots are my main concern, and just toning the lighter pieces of my hair. But she never uses anything too harsh. And as far as face products, I don't use anything with like harsh chemicals like salicylic acid or anything like that. A lot of the products that I use are very natural and easy on the skin. I use a lot of products from Juice Beauty. What kind of person do you hope baby Jackson will be? I hope that Jackson is caring, kind, optimistic, ambitious, strong, and I hope he snuggles me a lot, because I heard that boy babies are amazing snugglers, so I cannot wait for that. How did you come up with Jackson's name and the spelling? Jackson was our #1 boy name from the very beginning. It never changed. And he actually has a friend named Jackson with that specific spelling, and we both really like how unique it is. So Jaxin comes from his friend Jackson. So thanks, Jackson. And a lot of you are wondering about his middle name, James. So Matt's middle name is James. Matt's grandpa's name was James. And it's also the middle name of both of our nephews. We have Lucas James and we have Hudson James. So James kind of just runs in the family now, and Jackson James just sounds really cool together in my opinion. And a lot of you were asking if the baby is going to go by Jax for short. And yes, we want him to go by Jax. We just love that name. It's so cute and it reminds me of Sons of Anarchy, and I love that show, and it's kind of a weird thing to compare your baby to Jax Teller, but I just like the way that Jax sounds. How would you describe yourself and Matt to Jackson when he gets older? If you mean right now, like how we are now, I would say we are fun and responsible. Do you miss your red hair? So sometimes I see pictures and I really do miss it. It was such a fun color to have, and I had it for so long. I just love that color, but at the same time it's so much maintenance and I just didn't want to keep up with it anymore. When/how did you know that Matt was the one you wanted to marry and have children with? I knew Matt was the one for all of that good stuff like 3-4 weeks into dating. Now mind you, Matt and I knew each other for 3 or 4 years before we started dating. We fell really hard, really fast, and it was amazing. I think when you can fall really hard in love and still be best friends, that's what you know. And any other questions like about Matt and our relationship and how we met, I know I got a couple of those. I do have I think it's a fiance tag video from way back, and he's in that video, so he just tells the stories better than I do, and I will link that down below. What are you and Matt most nervous about regarding parenthood? I think for both of us, stability is a big thing that we can be a bit nervous about, because we are both self-employed and we both kind of run our own things, and we don't have that stability of a 9-to-5 job with the salary and the benefits and all of that stuff. So it's kind of nerve-wracking in that sense. We just, you know, hope we'll make it. But yeah, I think that's the one thing we're most nervous about, because we want to be able to support our family as best we can. Are you going to any Warped Tour dates this summer? I will probably just be at the Phoenix date, because that's here and I will be as big as a house, and I just don't see me really traveling for Warped Tour. How bad was your morning sickness? Any tips and tricks to help? Morning sickness was, it was just gross feeling. I didn't throw up a lot, but the things that I did that helped were make sure I was eating often, but not eating too much. So that's the tough part about morning sickness. If you eat too little, you get sick. If you eat too much, you get sick. So you have to find that balance. And I also liked to suck on like fruit candy. So Jolly Ranchers or lollipops or anything like that helped me, and ginger ale. I don't like ginger. So I don't like when you get the ginger with your sushi. I can't eat it straight like that. And I don't like ginger candies or anything like that. So personally, for me, I couldn't stomach those just because I don't like the taste of it, but I know that is a good one that helps people. So for me, I just stuck with the fruit candies. Ideally, how many children are you planning on having? As I mentioned before, you never know what the future can hold and what might happen, but we would like to, ideally, a boy and a girl. What's the best parenting advice you've been given? So the best advice that I've been given is to not listen to other people's advice and to not take it so seriously, because I think so many people want to jump in and give their opinions and their advice and their theories and all this stuff. Sometimes it's overwhelming and it's hard to take it all in, and you don't know if it's right for you. So I think it's important to really just figure it out on your own as you go, what parenting methods you want to instill within your family. Be honest, are you afraid to deliver this baby? I'm actually more afraid for Matt to be in the delivery room. I don't know how he's gonna be delivering the baby, but as for me, I'm not super scared. just yet. I'm sure that will change as my due date gets closer, but I'm okay right now. Will you try Stroller Strides when Jackson is born? So I had to Google what Stroller Strides was, but it looks so much fun. It's like a workout for moms and like their strollers and babies and all that stuff. I think it would be fun. I definitely want to stay active and, you know, get back on the ball once baby's here. But who knows, maybe I'll come up with my own stroller program. Who knows? Did you have a feeling you were having a boy? So when I first found out I was pregnant, I thought it was a girl, and that lasted for a while. And then one day it kind of just switched and I started saying he, and I had more of a feeling that it was a boy. And the morning of our ultrasound, when we were gonna find out, it just felt like a boy. So I flip-flopped, but boy was pretty strong there towards the end. Is pregnancy all sunshine? Hell no. The first trimester was so rough. I will say the second trimester is amazing, so much better, but you know, you still have your insecurities and you're getting bigger, and you know, you try and embrace it as much as you can, but it's hard sometimes. There are days that are definitely hard, and sometimes you just want a margarita and you can't have one. I don't really crave alcohol that much, but like once in a blue moon, I'd be like, a margarita sounds good. But you know, every pregnancy is different, but for me, it's been pretty awesome. What are your top 3 pet peeves? When people don't use their blinker or forget that their blinker is on while driving, it drives me nuts. Another pet peeve is when like a group of people are all walking in a straight line on a sidewalk or in the mall, and they're just like taking up the whole area and you can't get by them. That drives me nuts. And another one is when people leave generic spam comments on your photos, especially when it's completely irrelevant to the photo. Oh my gosh, it drives me nuts. So like on Nugget's Instagram, we'll post a photo of him and someone will be like, great fitness motivation. And you're just like, do you even see the photo? Like, what are you doing with your life? Do you currently have extensions? I do not have extensions. This is all my hair. My hair is already very naturally thick to begin with, but pregnancy has just made it so much thicker and it has made it like grow so fast. So I am loving that part of pregnancy. What are you looking forward to the most after delivering baby Jay? I think the one thing I'm looking forward to most is just bringing him home, and spending time with him is going to be so cool to just bring him home from the hospital and get settled in at home and realize like, this is my life. Have you been craving anything recently during your pregnancy? And if so, what is it? Lately, I don't have crazy cravings like the first trimester. The second trimester, my cravings have definitely calmed down a bit. I think the one thing that I've just been kind of craving lately is chocolate, which is a new one. Since everyone is asking pregnancy related questions, what are your favorite shows / movies currently or of all time? So my favorite show of all time is The Office. I love that show so much and I could rewatch it over and over again. I would say Gossip Girl is a close second. I used to love Gossip Girl so much and I should really just rewatch all the seasons. This Is Us was a big one, but now that season is over. I'm watching The Voice. I'm not super invested in it. And movies, I really like movies like The Town or The Departed. What are your plans after the baby comes? Will you take some time off? Definitely have to take some time off. But the great thing about my job is that I can work from home for my like online business. And at the gym, it's super mom friendly, super baby friendly. Like a lot of the trainers work out with their kids there. And so I can definitely bring Jackson along and have him like on me or sleeping while I train my clients. So it's a pretty ideal situation. How do you and Matt feel about him touring while you're pregnant? While the band is away, would you and baby go with them? Heck no, we would not go with them. That would be crazy. On a bus of stinky boys with a baby. And I have my own job and my own life here, so I can't just up and go. But, you know, as far as him being gone, it is something that it's sad, but it's just the situation. And, you know, there's FaceTime, which we use all the time, and we're definitely going to use it a lot when baby's here. But that's his job. We have totally come to terms with it by now because we have been together so long and we know what it's like when he's away. And I know having a baby will make it tougher, but we know the ropes. We know how this goes. Will you homeschool since you have a teaching degree? No, I want Jackson to go to school and socialize and make friends and all of that stuff. So yeah, I never even thought about homeschooling. What is your favorite childhood book that you cannot wait to read to Jackson? I really loved Babar, the elephant. I loved those books. I also really liked Madeline. We'll save that for the girl probably. I don't know how interested he would be in that book. But Curious George too. Those were like my 3 main books as a little girl. That is going to conclude this Q&A. Thank you so much for all of your questions and being so curious about all these amazing things. It really makes me feel so happy, and I think I've said this before, but sharing all of this with you guys has been such a positive experience, and you make me that much more excited. So I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.